Nostalgia. Ever heard of it? No. There are many memories that are associated with the word to anyone willing to don those particular pair of goggles. Recently, I've been wearing those goggles more times than I've had hot meals. And with the current state of the cost of living crisis,
price of everything is going up.
The cost of living crisis.
Upped interest rates.
Heat. Or eat.
Yeah, that ain't much. Anything from playing a specific video game from your childhood, some sort of snack that you grew up eating, or maybe just the dumb shit you and your friends got up to after school, which definitely didn't disturb the surrounding neighborhoods and or get you in trouble with the local authorities. Nostalgia can make you feel all kinds of tingly emotions, like you just 100 gamer score achievement unlocked a part of your brain that housed that deep memory. Nice. Or it makes you super fucking depressed, the fact that you're an adult now and you'll never have that simple childlike wonder again. Wait, so you're telling me I gotta go to work every day? What the fuck's this bills and taxes for? I gotta pay this shit? What, now all my favorite foods make me all farty and bloaty? Dude, what the fuck? No, I don't like this. One of these memories for me was a Friday after school, taking a trip to our local video store to rent a movie.
What the f*** is this piece of shit?
Why, yes, they had a film library, which consisted all of about 7 movies. 4 of which were top shelf. Not only could you get a movie here, but you could get some milk, your grandma's birthday card, a f***ing car air freshener. What? Now, mom and pop video stores were not a rarity at the time. However, 100 years ago in 1985 in Dallas, Texas, a man by the name of David Cook opened the first of what was said to be the world's biggest mainline video store rental chain.
Is popping up all over the country. There's one near you.
Blockbuster Video.
Wow.
What a difference.
This was after the departure of a franchise which he had bought into known as Video Works because they denied his request to paint the store in the iconic Blockbuster blue and yellow.
Fast forward 2 years.
1987, Blockbuster was sold to a group of investors, one of which being Wayne Huizenga?
Master Wayne.
Wait, how do you actually pronounce his name?
Wayne Huizenga.
The owner of waste management business, cleverly named Waste Management. Wow. How'd you come up with that name? One of his associates, John Melk, had also bought into the business because he liked Blockbuster's family-friendly PG image. No fucking naughty red velvet curtain adult section in this bitch. So by this point, they were about 19 stores deep, and they thought, you know what? F it. And went full-blown Monopoly man, opening stores every... Huizenga spent the rest of the late 80s and early 90s just hoovering up rival businesses and dumping out more stores a week than he probably took actual shits. To put that into some kind of perspective, in 1993 there were about 3,600 stores, but in 2004 there were
over 9,000! What, 9,000?
But we'll get to that. Daddy Wayne Big Bucks gave no f***s in taking over rival businesses such as Major Video, Errol's, and over in the UK, Ritz.
Ritz Video? Now rent? Take it up!
Literally nothing can get in their way. Not even fucking Mario himself, because in 1989, Nintendo filed multiple lawsuits to ban the practice of video game rentals, but ultimately lost. Literally, Blockbuster is a behemoth. I'm talking Chris Pine, Denzel Washington, unstoppable.
How'd you fucking do that?
Shut up, listen, learn.
What they would do is buy a shit ton of movies, like f***ing Hangar 51 size warehouse full of movies, and then rent them out until they had made more money from what they had originally bought the movies for, as well as selling merchandise and confectionery in their stores. You know, naturally, you want to rent Battlefield Earth but not watch it? Cool. At least got some f***ing M&Ms on your way out. Blockbuster also had a hidden f***ing trap card up their sleeve, which on its own was a colossal slice of the company's revenue.
You've activated my trap card!
Simple concept. You rent a movie for X amount of time, you fail to bring that movie back in that allotted time, Blockbuster would slap a fucking late fee on your dick and send your ass off to the Shadow Realm. The longer you kept the movie, the higher the fee. It was a dick move, I get it, but you need to have an incentive to give the movie back, otherwise people will be holding on to their copy of 16 Candles till the day they die. But they don't give a because in the year 2000, they collected over $800 million of late fees alone. All right, so now you're caught up with the concept of Blockbuster. Let's get back to the timeline. Why is it constantly doing that? Like, just stay. 1994 rolls around and Daddy Big Bucks with his big sells Blockbuster to Viacom for $8.4 billion. Wow. 1997, John Antioco swoops in after resigning as the president of Taco Bell to become the new CEO of Blockbuster.
I'm CEO, bitch.
Also by this point, the digital video disc, also known as DVDs, also known as DVDs, were emerging as the newest way to watch all your family favorites.
The Exorcist. Look for it on video cassette and DVD.
During that time, two guys by the name of Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph came up with an idea that would make DVD rentals more consumer-friendly and evolve with the time. Now, Netflix back in the day was a little bit different to what everyone is accustomed to now. It was a subscription-based DVD by mail service.
Hello.
One monthly payment for as many movies as you wanted to rent. Not only that, but you know, it was user-friendly, there were no late fees, you could do it from the comfort of your own home, there were no late fees. To some people, red is their favorite color, there were no late fees. You see where I'm going with this? The main thing that made Netflix more appealing was that there were no dick-slapping Shadow Realm sending late fees. And the fact that it was an online service meant that it was more cost-effective to the company. There were no physical stores, meaning that there were less employees. The lack of late fees kept consumers happy, the cost effectiveness kept the business happy. Everybody's happy.
I've never been happier.
There were a few caveats though. As this was a DVD by mail service, you typically had to wait 1 to 2 business days for your copy of Agent Cody Spanx 2 Destination London to arrive. Whereas if you just couldn't wait to get your weekly dose of Frankie Muniz, you could just pick that sucker out from Blockbuster, assuming you know it's okay for your mum to drive you there. 1999 creeps up, Blockbuster implements a new loyalty program called Blockbuster Rewards. For every 5 new releases you rent, you get 1 free rental. Oh my god, thank you. In mid-2000, due to the concern of video-on-demand services, Blockbuster partnered with Enron to develop their own VOD service, which a demo is even tested out on the public. However, due to the lack of Blockbuster going Enron terminated the deal, as Blockbuster was way too fixated on their physical brick-and-mortar stores. And by 2001 anyways, Enron went bankrupt. Dodge that bullet, right? Right? Okay, here's where it gets a little f***y. In that same year, Netflix proposed a deal for Blockbuster to buy them for a measly $50 million. Which, you know, to the big B, they probably used that money to stir their f***ing coffee with. Needless to say, they turned that deal down and the CEO, quote, almost literally laughed in their face. The purpose behind Blockbuster giving Netflix the finger was so that they could stay in competition with them, thinking that their business model would still reign supreme. Netflix wasn't the only underdog DVD rental company at the time. Redbox debuted as vending machine DVD rental service in which you could order a DVD online and then pick it up from a local kiosk, as well as Love Film also being released in the UK, which was another online DVD by mail service. Despite all this though, 2004 hits.
Oh, fuck.
The Summer Olympics gets hosted in Athens. I shit myself at a best friend's birthday party, and Blockbuster is valued at around $5 billion with 9,000 stores globally. And I don't know what Blockbuster has to do with the Summer Olympics, but moving on. Now you might think just because Blockbuster was at the top of its financial game, Netflix would have no way of catching up with them. Well,
You're wrong.
Netflix had already established a strong customer base that was already growing rapidly. Their adverts started to become more aggressive, with rubbing in the fact that they didn't have any late fees by literally having a guy run into a door of what blatantly is a Blockbuster because the store was closing.
It's easy.
Not to the heights of Sega versus Nintendo, more subtle and sophisticated, like, hey, we know who we are, and you know who we are. And we know Blockbuster at this point could see Netflix meant business. And in a fitting attempt for them to say
One jump ahead of the bread line.
they scrapped late fees. Bearing in mind late fees revenue was averagely about $300 million a year. They created the iconic citizen protesting ad. Wow. They had articles in some newspapers about it, and they thought this would bring back any loss of customers to competition.
Wrong!
Yeah, wasn't their best idea.
I have a big idea.
To the people renting the movie, it was great. However, from all my eBay searches, I'm pretty convinced they didn't return the movie that they rented, which in turn costed Blockbuster money. Okay, by this point, Blockbuster had shot themselves in the penis, and it was only going downhill from here. Their next attempt to stay afloat as their profits were dwindling was to start their own DVD by mail service. Finally. However, by this point, Netflix had already obtained 1 million subscribers that just kept growing. Goals, right? 2007, Blockbuster releases Total Access, which is their last heavy hitter against Netflix. They offered multiple packages which you could order the DVDs online. When you were done with them, take them back to a physical store and get a free rental. At that moment, it looks like Blockbuster could claw its way out the hole, but no, Netflix flips the fucking table and releases their online streaming service, which, as you all know, revolutionizes the way we watch movies. It also makes the concept of Netflix and chill a whole lot easier.
Nudge.
Instead of waiting 1 to 2 business days for your DVD, now you can instantly stream Agent Cody Spanks to destination
Arsehole.
By this point,
It's no use.
stores were closing down faster than they had opened. Any other attempt like kiosk rentals were too little too late, and in 2010, Blockbuster files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Will you cut that out?
After that, Dish Network buys them out to keep some of the stores open, but by 2013, Dish closes all company stores. And as of right now, there is one freestanding Blockbuster left, located in Bend, Oregon. Speaking of which, check out the documentary The Last Blockbuster, it's pretty f***ing sweet. I don't know why Blockbuster is so important to me. Don't get me wrong, streaming services are incredible. We have a lifetime supply of entertainment at our fingertips. Not just Netflix, but other sites like Amazon, Disney, and a whole other bunch of shit. Lord knows my bank account tells me I'm not just faithful to Netflix. Ironically, Netflix is showing a series called Blockbuster about the closing of Blockbuster. I'm pretty sure it got canned after 1 season, so following in the footsteps, am I right?
That was the saddest thing I've ever said.
The saddest thing I've ever said is 1 ticket for Space Jam 2.
And the fact that you have an endless supply of entertainment at your fingertips really takes away the experience of actually going to Blockbuster and picking out a movie where you have to study the cover and read the back, and you'll have that fucking promotional video going on in the background. I mean, the streaming service experience is kind of like, okay, what do you want to watch? Oh, I don't mind, you choose. Okay, how about this? No. Okay, what about no? Okay, how about I just scroll through until you see something that catches your eye? No, 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 no.